G'day, I'm Matt Hauser. I'm a triathlete from Australia. I'm the current world champion for triathlon, and this is my YouTube channel.
What are you hoping to show and cover in the series? What are we going to get across, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think just giving everyone an insight into my life as a triathlete. I think I'm now at the stage where I've got a couple of decent results under my belt, so I'm here to show what little work I do to get there. How easy it is to be Matt Hauser as a triathlete. Now, all things aside, like no matter what you do out there, I think that's why I'm kind of opening up sessions and insights and stuff like that, because it really doesn't matter what you do out in the field. It's kind of what's under the hood and the ticker. So yeah, feel free to copy whatever, because you won't be able to emulate it on the race day like I do.
Last time we chatted, we're in a very different location.
Yeah. Last time we were at the gym.
So I'll ask you a little bit about what the series is all about and what we might actually be starting with, which is a bit of a recap on 2025.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I guess just to run through the year that was and just encapsulate all that was and kind of look towards the new year and trying to go back to back and new goals, new year, new ambitions, and with a bit of a target on my back now.
That's all right out on the TT. Someone will bring the bloody road. Don't worry.
The 2024 season for me, it was largely based around Paris and the Olympic Games, my second shot at Olympic glory, and to come away with the 7th. From the moment I crossed the finish line, I was a little bit confused at what to feel. Like obviously I set out to the major goal of medaling, being the first Australian male to medal at the Olympic Games for triathlon. It was probably a bit of acceptance to feel that not everyone can have their perfect day on the biggest stage, and that's one day every 4 years. You can't taste it through the camera, but it tastes pretty good. From Tokyo to Paris Olympics, I spent the 3 years learning how to win and learning how to compete with the best, and it's what's fueling me to not just wish upon a perfect day. It's to really push for consistent performances day in, day out, and it's a non-negotiable to be up the front now and to fight for the win. I think at the end of the day, like to be a part of such an amazing event and an iconic city with the Eiffel Tower in the background, it was something that still inspires me to this day. Having my sights set on Wollongong, the world champs, being at home and having that allure of being a home world champion would be an absolute dream come true. Having so many sponsors that back me, it's those little pieces in life that kind of complement things towards your the ultimate journey of success in the sport. It's always hard to stay at the top if everyone wants to kind of take you down, and I've earned that position. I've earned the right to be chased.
Very hard, Vicky, to look past the athlete at the top of that page, two-time winner this year, Matt Hauser.
Got to say that he is the in-form athlete at the moment.
Had some really great success in Fréjus, but there was a few testing moments within 24 hours of the race. I've just looked down at my rear chainstay and I've seen a big crack through the frame. I was like, I can't race in this. Credit to the guys that specialise. They were able to best suit my setup. They really scrambled together and got the job done, and I was able to ride a bike for the race. Got a good lead in the swim to the first buoy, and then we kind of consolidated a group of about 10 to 12 on the bike. I think it was only Basco and I towards the end. He was kind of doing a few surges and stuff like that, so I knew I had to kind of try and put the nail in the coffin there and try and get ahead early before the sprint finish.
It's a perfect 3,000 points there for Matt Hauser.
We were in Nice, the French Riviera, so it was kind of a good mix between holiday and training still, I think, which was nice to refresh the mind and the body.
He's really good at still meeting me at the beach club and having a Diet Coke while I'm sipping on my Aperols. It's cool to see how chilled he is on race day, and he doesn't really change as a person.
I'm internally shitting myself.
Yeah, well, I can tell you go a bit quiet, and I get a hint that you want me to leave the room.
Part of that Wollongong prep was then going on to do Karlovy, the Czech Republic race 2 weeks later, and I could have easily just gone home with the 3,000 points in my back pocket. Crossing the line in 8th place after a really hard-fought day out with a few things that didn't quite go my way. I think I was really proud of how I pushed through it and really tested and challenged myself. It's always an honour to race on home soil for your country, and to do that at a World Championship is super motivating. I think this World Championship victory in Wollongong has been something I've been playing over in my head for the past 12 months, and this obsession with this world title chase as well has come from me wanting it more, and I know I want it more than anyone else. If I do everything right from here on out, it's going to be hard to stop me.
I am chat with the boys, not so tough, but man's keep walking, yeah.
It's been a big 12-month build-up. Put a lot of weight on my shoulders this year to be able to carry the flag for Australia and for myself.
He has been under pressure like no athlete has felt pressure in championship week.
Control the controllables. Don't let your mind wander towards the finish line.
The first man to do it perfectly is going to be Matt Hauser. 4 from 4 at home. World champion, done.
Pressure is like holding in a wee for a century and finally letting it all out. Thankfully, I got a really good start. I was just in rhythm and just going hell for leather. Crociani from Italy kind of came through, and he pulled up and did a bit of backstroke, wanting me to go back around him. And I was like, well, okay, I'll take up the pace again, mate, no worries. I slipped over trying to get my wetsuit off, and I land on my ass to a few oohs and ahs in the crowd, which was a little bit embarrassing, but maybe just a few aura points lost. Your heart rate's up, you're hurting, your legs are hurting, you're breathing heavy, and an intrusive thought comes in, and it's like I just watched these guys like swallow us up with a lap to go. When we got working, and then the gap started going back out to 30, 35 seconds, and as soon as it got to 55 to a minute, I was like, we've got them, guys, like, let's go. These are all things that I was kind of saying in the group, and a few of the other guys started buying in and making comments as well. Yeah, for me to have that kind of 50-second buffer there, I knew I didn't have to win it in the first 4 to 5K. And the gap came down to about 35 seconds, and that's kind of when I knew I had to switch out of the rhythm I was in, and I had to really kick into gear then, and that's when I dropped Crociani. The crowd was like 10, 12 deep along the finish line, so I just gave them a bit of the double fist pump, just trying to get them up and about even more. And after I crossed the finish line and embraced, mum and dad and G and the rest of the guys there, and it was a big release, and obviously the emotion came with that. To be able to call myself a world champion is something really special, but it's also something that I can now share with my friends and family and my support team that have got me to this moment. I'll be locking back straight into trying to get the job done again next year and again and again and again. I've got a target on my back, and I'm ready to try and defend it. I'm inspired by Jamie Riddle. I think ins would be camera time, outs would be shirts for 2026. So I feel like that's a good motto to go into this YouTube series for. Just all jokes aside, I'm just wanting to open up my life to my community and just to share everything that makes me a triathlete and a person.
We're also going to be doing things a little bit differently, We'll tell people what we're going to be doing in terms of like stats and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we really want to give just a in-depth insight into training. Like, I'm an open book. Everything's on my Strava anyway, so look it up, you'll find everything there. But I think it's just interesting to kind of put numbers to workouts and see what's actually going down, and not just have compilations of footages of me doing swim, bike and run, like actually be able to put numbers to the source. So that'd be good for me to share that insight and to see what it takes to become, I guess, a world champion, to train like one as well.
We'll throw a bit of life in there as well. A few coffee.
For sure, yeah, a little bit of life. Yeah, no, we're living. We're not just working. Yeah, we're working to live. That's definitely Australia. We work to live, not live to work over here.
I'll go enjoy those laps.
Let's do it. It's a bit of a legacy piece as well, and I want to really give back and show some good insights and maybe a few giveaways and stuff towards the back end of the year, and we'll see how that goes. But stick around, like, subscribe and all that shit, and you might find out.